Have you ever found yourself stuck on someone who clearly isn't good for you? Someone who causes you more pain than joy, yet you just can't seem to let them go. You might tell yourself it's love, that deep down, things will get better. But what if I told you it might not be love at all? Maybe it's your brain in survival mode. It's a confusing and heartbreaking situation that so many of us experience, and it leaves us wondering, why does my brain make me love someone who hurts me? Let's dive into the fascinating and sometimes frustrating inner workings of our minds. When we experience emotional pain, especially from someone we're close to, our brain lights up in some very specific ways. Neuroscientists have discovered something shocking. The brain regions that activate when we feel emotional pain are remarkably similar to the areas involved in addiction. Think about that for a second. The heartache, the rejection, the disappointment triggers a response in your brain that mirrors what happens during substance withdrawal. This means that breaking away from a painful relationship can feel, on a neurological level, like trying to quit a powerful drug. Your brain craves the highs of the good moments, no matter how infrequent they are, to soothe the lows of the pain. It's a powerful, vicious cycle. This addictive loop is often fueled by something called intermittent reinforcement. Imagine a slot machine. You don't win every time you pull the lever. In fact, you lose most of the time. But the occasional, unpredictable win keeps you hooked. The same thing happens in toxic relationships. The person might be critical, distant, or hurtful most of the time, but then, just when you're about to give up, they give you a small crumb of affection, a moment of kindness, or a promise to change. That unpredictable reward is incredibly powerful. Your brain latches on to that hope, releasing a rush of dopamine, the feel-good chemical. This makes you forget all the pain that came before and keeps you emotionally invested, always chasing that next hit of affection. It's a brilliant survival strategy for the brain, but a devastating one for your heart. Furthermore, our brains are wired for connection. From an evolutionary standpoint, forming strong bonds was essential for survival. We needed our tribe, our family, to protect us from danger. This deep-seated need for attachment can sometimes get confused. When a relationship is a mix of affection and pain, the brain can misinterpret the entire dynamic as a crucial bond for survival. It might think this connection, even though it's painful, is better than being alone. The fear of abandonment can be so profound that your brain will cling to a familiar source of pain rather than face the terrifying uncertainty of being on your own. It confuses suffering and affection with emotional survival, creating a powerful sense of dependency that feels a lot like love. This dependency often comes with a heavy dose of guilt and irrational hope. You might find yourself making excuses for their behavior, blaming yourself for their actions, or convincing yourself that if you just try a little harder, love a little more, you can fix them and the relationship. This is your brain trying to make sense of the chaos and regain a sense of control. It creates a narrative where you are the hero who can save the day, because that feels better than admitting you're in a situation you can't control. This irrational hope becomes another part of the addiction, keeping you trapped in a cycle of hurt and temporary relief. So, what can you do? The first step is recognizing that what you're feeling might not be love, but a complex brain response. It's a survival mechanism that's gone haywire. Understanding the science behind it can help you detach from the guilt and see the situation more clearly. This isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of how powerfully our brains are wired to connect. If you're struggling, please know you're not alone, and it's incredibly brave to seek help. Talking to a therapist or a trusted friend can provide the support you need to break the cycle and start healing. You deserve a love that feels safe, consistent, and genuinely good for you. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into the human mind. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.